Drannikow from Javia, here in the coast of Alicante. I am Cristina Drannikow, the host of the Quantum Empress, your place to get empowered, to get messages, to live a full life, including some mystical messages. So, if you like this channel or these messages, please like, share, and subscribe. You can also look at the information below of my website, my Instagram, and my Facebook. If you're recently separated or divorced, at least with 6 months, you can always reach me and enter the program of From Breakup to Breakthrough, where in 12 weeks, we are gonna work one-on-one. You're gonna work one-on-one with me, and to be able to realign, to heal, and to move forward with your life in a more blissful and harmonical matter. So, now, that is said, we are going to go into the messages from this week's, and already we're there. Okay, we are moving. Well, we're gonna go with the flow then. All right. Oh, I'm so happy. Sometimes it's challenging because we never know, you know. Oh, okay. All right. We are starting. These are the ones that came, so I'm just take them in. Something fell down. All right. We're gonna move these crystals and we're gonna start the energy that we are coming from. We are coming from this Six of Swords in reverse, and we are moving towards a Six of Wands. So a situation that was not comfortable, that was not good for us. The energy, you remember last week we were with the Hermit, and we were able to transmute and transform that energy because we are moving from this Six of Swords in reverse towards, I'm gonna sit a little bit more properly, towards this Six of Wands. That is telling me that something new came and that you are able to shine, to bring all that light to fruition. So many of you have been in projects that demanded a more external view, or demanded for you to step into your power, to step into the light, and to inspire other people. For those of you who were in that path of inspiration, who were in that path of starting a new business, of communicating, well, I have to tell you that you are moving forward towards that. With the Two of Crystals up straight, we are still a little bit dwelling and a little bit in this, here and there, a little bit, I will say, dancing the dance of the uncertainty. Yet the Chariot upwards is telling me that you have to advance even through your own inner contradictions. Even when your brain says one thing and you're feeling something different and you don't know what to trust. Sometimes we do have those things, or one side of your brain tells you one thing, the other side tells you another, your inner thing tells you one thing, your family tells you another. You just have to advance. Start giving the first steps regardless of contradictions, because the path will show itself while you are walking. You are gonna face some impatience and some feeling of unbalance as well. It has to do because probably you are finishing up some Three of Swords, basically, which is some finishing up some painful moments that sort of broke your heart, and that you will have to transmute into a new thought. You know, all the power, like I said in the other video, we have a tremendous power in our brain. Where we put our focus, it expands. And embracing a new way of thinking, embracing new ideas, getting divine inspiration and following through is moving us towards the Page of Swords. Yes, so we are, so basically that what I mean is we are having that download, that divine download, and then we start making the first steps towards applying that. You know, that a little bit childish, well, I don't know. It's a little bit risky, yet it will move us from stagnation, from this Four of Crystal, from, you know, from being stuck, from having a stuck energy, from also in the financial realm and in the material. So you're gonna see things starting to manifest. As I said in the other one, with the Magician that came through, we're gonna start manifesting pretty quickly. Look at this. Okay, the Star in reverse. You are still not feeling truly confident about what is coming up from higher realms, or you need to reconnect. Sometimes when we feel very heavy downloads, we are not confident of that. The King of Cups. Okay. The Akasha Records in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, again the Three of Cups in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. I would like to, okay, to clarify the Star in reverse. All right, I'll clarify the Akasha Records. Oh, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Tower. The Justice in reverse, to clarify it here. The Five of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So the Star in reverse is clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse. Some of you have been putting a lot of analysis to understand if what you are downloading, probably many of you, like I said, I think in my first Mystical Thursdays, I think many of you are already in the path of the High Priestess, in the path of spiritual awakening, but beyond. When that spiritual awakening wants to inspire other people, many of you probably are tarot readers or healers or pendulum channels or energy channels, and many of you are probably have had your crown chakra open, having a lot of downloads, yet questioning that. You know, when you say like, oh yeah, I had this, but is it real? Isn't it real? You know, when we all had that. We all had that. Believe me. And what this Nine of Swords is telling me in reverse is that you need to abandon that. Don't question it. Whatever comes, just let it come. Allow that to flow to you like water, and start making notes of those downloads. Don't question them. Sometimes those downloads will show you a path. Sometimes they will just be messages. Allow those messages to pass through. And allow them to give them a space. Here I have the King of Cups, because you will need to balance. This King of Cups is very funny because it holds the two cups, and but it is a very much an aligned energy. You will see here the different light dots, and what it's telling me is that when you allow to the energy, the channeling energy to flow, you also allow your destiny to happen. You also are fulfilling the Akasha records, you know, which is now in reverse. When you question so much, is that your light and the information doesn't allow to come through, to flow through, and it blocks your destiny. It blocks what your soul is calling you. You know, the Four of Swords, you need to sometimes rest, meditate, and allow that information to come through. For the Three of Cups in reverse means that Well, it's clarified by the tower. So they are situations that have to do with the heart for some of you, that will clarify with the Three of Cups. You know, if you are in a situation in which the person is not totally open for a relationship and he's still not clear what he wants to do, or you are with other partners, the tower says that that will fall somehow. Some associations that, you know, those opportunities that appear, oh, let's work together, and but you're not sure. The tower is telling me that that will be clarified by a very shocking situation. The King of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Justice in reverse. I will bring it all to the start, because the King of Wands is also a very creative energy, a very centered yet creative energy. And with the Justice in reverse, is telling me that, and with the Star in reverse, is telling me that you're still pretty much in that you will need to find more balance to allow that creativity and that information to properly flow. That has to do with this Four of Swords. And of course, after you pass through a tower moment, imagine you have the explosion of a house. Once that happens, you need the dust and everything to settle down in order for you to be able to look at the whole picture, to look at the damages, to look at where you're going, what are you going to do, what can be savage, what has to be let go. Yes, and the same goes internally with us. The more we try to find an internal balance, the easier it will go, it will flow. The easier we will be able to leave this Five of Swords in reverse. That means that we are leaving that situation in which we just look at the, you know, at the cups that fell down, and we are gonna be able to move towards a more clarified thought. The King of Swords in the... Yes, many of you have been dwelling a lot. This, because I have the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. What this is telling me, that on one side you wanted to advance and you're having these amazing ideas and amazing channelings, yet your mind always comes in between, and you are not totally trusting the divine guidance and your power to be a channel of the light and to be able to communicate that, to be able to inspire other people, to be of guidance. I would like, I'm pretty curious, so I would like to know what is there. Well, the Emperor, the Five of Wands, the Universe. So what is coming is that after all this dwelling, these internal fights, the Five of Wands, the internal fights, you will reach a closure in a cycle of your life, and maybe also on the way of thinking, the way you're approaching things, and you're gonna get into this conquering it all, into more stability, into this inner wisdom, inner power, inner strength, and inner stability, when all your pillars are together. Yes, and that is when we that it can be achieved when we align by exercises of alignment and but exercises of surrendering. You know, what do I really want? and start entering and playing with the quantum field, with the quantum, you know, with quantum playing, with quantum games, you know, into future timelines. Start visioning your life, because your life is about to change for the better. You just don't have to think it through so much. You don't have to think so much. You have to allow yourself to be a channel of light and allow yourself to be guided by spirit. I am, because this is a pretty spiritual reading, I will take one of these messages. Leap, you see, brilliant. It says, you go first, then the universe will catch you. It's a little bit of that Fool in reverse that we got last week, and it has to do with this: do not think so much. I think the message is pretty clear. I'm not going to go further. I will invite you to allow this information to sink in and make it your own, and try to meditate with this King of Cups and the Emperor. The Emperor for stability, the King of Cups for this balance between your head and your heart and your body, and allow yourself to be guided. So I will send you a lot of love and blessings still from Javier.